Hello, everyone. I was debating on whether or not of doing this video because of the nature of it and how sensitive it could be, but thinking I had to say something, do something, bring this to light. Because in the end, like, this stuff cannot be tolerated. Um, so, from the New York Times, we have the article saying 8 people killed in Atlanta area massage parlor shootings. Um, 6 of the victims were Asian, raising fear that there may have been a racial motivation to the crimes. This happened in Georgia, and uh, the 8 people were shot to death at 3 massage parlors in the Atlanta area on Tuesday evening, the authorities said, raising fears that the crimes may have targeted people of Asian descent. 6 of the people killed were Asian and 2 were white. Uh, and I'm just assuming the Asian workers were, or the Asian people were the workers at these places, and I have a feeling that the 2 white people were probably there as customers and just unfortunately happened to be there at the wrong time. They said a suspect identified as Robert Aaron Long, 21. God, 21, man. Like, did anybody even think about doing this type of stuff when you were 21? Like, I definitely didn't. I was too worried about wanting to play video games or do uh, sports or other typical stupid stuff. Like, this person has probably been mentally disturbed all their life to some extent. And unfortunately, with everything going on, it's just unfortunately led to more and more people getting out of hand. Obviously, we don't know the exact full story yet. We'll see what that is when that happens. But so Robert Aaron Long, 21 of Woodstock, Georgia, was captured in Crisp County, about 150 miles south of Atlanta, after a manhunt. Authorities had early released a surveillance image of a suspect near a Hyundai Tucson outside one of the massage parlors. And here in the map, it shows that 4 people were killed at 2 different spas, uh, right north of Atlanta, in like a suburb of Atlanta. And then 4 people were killed at a spa in Ackworth, which looks like it's a decent more way away. So I assume he probably started up there and worked his way down. Unfortunately, um, although it's not clear whether there was a racial motivation in the shootings. Stop AAPI Hate, formed to prevent anti-Asian discrimination during the coronavirus pandemic, called them an unspeakable tragedy for both the victims' families and an Asian American community that has been reeling from high levels of racist attacks. Um, and there's the suspect. Obviously, he's just a suspect. They haven't officially said anything yet. I can't really look for him though, and he just unfortunately looks like disturbed. Um, I mean, could be racial. It could have been racially motivated. It definitely could have, with everything being pushed to be scared of the virus and all this stuff. Um, and the only problem I have is yes, it's 8 killings. So yeah, it's gonna make a lot of news. It's gonna get reported on. Um, Obviously, it's a white man, white boy, I should say. That's not a man. Yeah, he may have a beard, but someone who does that is not, in my opinion, destined to make it long in this world anyways. If it wasn't this, it would have been something else. Self deletion just would have been better, but unfortunately stuff gets passed around and people think they're justified in doing certain things. Unfortunately, racism is a big can be a big thing. Um, Asian racism has upticked, and there are other stories that you see that it's not just like I can already see they're trying to do this as a white people or Republicans or white Southern Republicans racism go out in California and other Western states recently, like within the last couple months, there have been upticks in Asian attacks or attacks on Asian Americans, I should say. And those have been by black Americans and uh, Americans of Middle Eastern descent and even Hispanic. So it is a broad range, and unfortunately, it is the Asian Americans that are being highly affected. Um, they responded. So let's go back to it. They said at 5:47, the Atlanta police said officers responded to a robbery at Gold Spa in the northeast part of the city where they found the bodies of 3 women with gunshot wounds. While the officers were at the scene, the police said they received a report of shots fired at the aromatherapy spa across the street. Okay, so it sounds like, well, maybe. Okay, so maybe he did start north and work his way down. Uh, Deborah and Gregory Welch, who live in the Piedmont Heights neighborhood, said it was usually quiet, although they referred to the stretch where the shootings took place as the community's red light district. You know, a little hanky panky can happen for money there. On the same block near Cheshire Bridge Road, there's another massage parlor, a tattoo shop, and a strip club. It's for sure disturbing, Mr. Welch said of the shootings, but even more so if it's related to anti-Asian factor from the COVID pandemic, the COOF. There have been nearly 3,800 reports of hate incidents targeting since last March. And the group said the shootings on Tuesday will only exacerbate the fear and the pain in the Asian American community. Like, yeah, this is messed up. I really hate it. Like, I'm a white person and I grew up in the South. I live in the Midwest now, but I've always I was never taught to hate. I never looked at anybody else of different, skin color any different than myself. I I actually was in an anime art club in high school, and in that club there was, white people, black people. We did have a couple of Asians, and we had some Hispanics. Like it was all of us, and we would hang out multiple times a week after school. And stuff like this has just changed in the last 10 years, maybe less, because of everybody's gotten so like everybody wants to cancel people or always find something to be irritated about. Something always, oh, my feelings. They they just want to throw it out there and be offended by anything they can just because. And I'm going to say this. I think it's because they want some kind of attention. That's the only way they're going to get it. And unfortunately, the media and other stuff has not helped with that in the last couple of years. And now you have, like, this guy was 21, is 21. So, I mean, he just recently has gotten into the age of, like, being able to legally drink. So, unfortunately, the last 5, 6 years, he's grown up with this type of stuff, and other things have probably mixed in, and it hasn't helped. And it's really sad, and I hate it. And like, stuff has to be better. But there is people want to say, like, white people can't be racially profiled or made fun of or have racisms, sent their way. Yeah, they can. And I actually dealt with it a lot in high school. Grew up in a smaller town, went to a smaller high school, and especially being a nerdy white person, man, like, you get picked on. You would get bullied. And anyways, not about me. um, but yeah, this stuff is just sickening. And I hate that this is going on because we do need unity. We really need unity. And there's other stuff that is just not helping with the unity. And I hate that we've gotten to this. And it sucks that the coof pandemic has probably made a lot of people on edge. And it's really sad, and I hate it, and I really wish that there was something better we could do, but, like, there are no good, there are no good outcomes if stuff keeps continuing this way and we fight each other. And in conclusion, this is really sad, and I hate it. And today is St. Patrick's Day, and I am got a lot of Irish heritage, and I should be feeling better about today. But with everything going on in the last over a year, and now it's stuff like this, and I'm an avid watcher of anime, reader of manga, have always been more into Japanese Asian culture since even before high school with Pokemon and all that. So, like, it's never been like, and even with the the virus pandemic we've had, I never once was like, oh, these dirty Asians are spreading it, or coming back from visiting family and they're bringing it back, like, or anything like that. Like, that's never crossed my mind, and any sane person would not. You see people as it's the same reason why, unfortunately, we put Japanese Americans in camps back in World War II, because after everything that happened there, we, as a country, were like, oh, we need to keep an eye on them and make sure that, because we didn't know. But even that was wrong. Like, there could have been other ways, mistakes are made. And I just hate to see this. And it's really heartbreaking. And I hate to be making this video. I guess I didn't have to, but I felt like I really had to. So, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Look into it. It's on the New York Times. You can read the article you want. There's other articles. But yeah, this is pretty disgusting, and we need more unity, man. Like, we need to come together better and do what's right and just love each other, man. No matter what your skin color or anything like that. We are all Americans. We need to behave like it. This is a lot of bull, and it needs to stop. And if this guy was the one that truly did it, then he deserves everything that's coming to him. And I officially revoke his white card. But yeah, guys, thanks for making it this far. If you did, like and subscribe down below. Hoping to get a little bit better with my editing and hopefully get some good effects and maybe some good intros and all that stuff and do some other fun stuff. I don't normally want to cover this stuff, but yeah. So I'll see you in the next video, and y'all have a good one. Peace.
Bye bye.